as you would have seen over on the community page a little bit earlier on today, we announced Max Verstappen was one of today's mid-season reviews. A couple of days ago, on the channel, again on the community page, I put up a cheeky poll just to see where everyone's heads were at in the middle of the summer. Who do you think has been the best driver of the season so far? And let's just say it was pretty much a landslide. Over half of you voted for Max Verstappen as your driver of the season. My thoughts? I agree. I also think Max Verstappen has been unbelievable this year. So much so, several times I have now been freely able to say it without almost any knockback. This guy is easily one of the best drivers on the grid, if not the best driver on the grid, which a couple of years ago, if you'd have said that, you still would have got some comments. He's too inexperienced. He needs more time to prove himself and to be in different conditions, which we saw at the end of last year with Esteban Ocon in Brazil. But even after the chaotic start he had to 2018, blimey, what a driver we are now seeing in Formula One. Max Verstappen, ever since last year's Hungarian Grand Prix, he had an engine failure in that race, but ever since, he's been in the top 5 in every single race. We haven't even got started with the real statistics so far, because we've got to bear in mind that going into this season, in pre-season, there were quite a few changes at Red Bull. Not only did they ditch the Renault engines, and any new engine partner, you'd assume there's going to be some kind of issues, but with it being Honda, wow, major question marks, major question marks, especially from myself. I've got to put my hands up and say I did not expect Honda to win races before the summer break, yet alone 2. Could have easily been 3 or 4. It's been brilliant, and the way that Honda and Red Bull have come together, I mean, I know they had a trial year with Toro Rosso the year prior, but my God, they've been awesome working together, and that toxicity that Renault brought has completely vanished, and the toxicity that was there between Honda and McLaren is not there. And it's so nice to see two partners, two different companies coming together and producing world-class racing. And that's exactly what Red Bull wanted with Renault, and that's exactly what McLaren wanted with Honda. They've both done the switcheroo. Look at now where McLaren is, look now where Red Bull are. So that's brilliant for them. The other thing, Pierre Gasly coming into the team, big question marks on how he was going to fare up against Verstappen. And Max himself, how was he going to be able to lead a team? 21 years old and he's the team leader. How is that going to work? Awesomely is the answer. Insane. They have put all of their eggs in Max Verstappen's basket, so much so they've knocked Gasly on the head and said, see you later for a little bit, Pierre. They don't really need a second driver at the moment, Red Bull. Max Verstappen by himself. This is one of the biggest carries I've ever seen a single driver do in Formula One history. It's unbelievable. They're third in the Constructors at the moment, and that's why they've done the swap with Gasly, in the hope that he can help bring the team up closer to Ferrari. But Verstappen himself, third in the standings, but more importantly, 7 points behind Valtteri Bottas. And I believe this, and I think most of you guys do as well, he's probably the most likely to challenge Hamilton for the title now. Not Bottas, which we all thought in those first 4 rounds when Bottas won 2 races. Verstappen himself has now won 2 races. Verstappen has now got his first ever pole position, so that's finally off his back. He don't have to worry about that anymore. The only thing so far this year, which when I was going through the statistics didn't look brilliant, were 5 podiums, only 1 second place. But that being said, a worst result of P5, and he's only got that twice so far this year, is stellar. Bear in mind as well, one of those P5s in Canada, he was out in Q2. This guy has been awesome this year. I can't think of a single mistake. Okay, if you want to be really nitpicky and mention Austria, but even Austria, the stewards didn't give him a penalty. I know, bizarre for 2019, a penalty wasn't dished out, but he really has been a level up, a prestige master, if you will, of a driver this year, Max Verstappen. A coming-of-age season. Okay, he's had a few squabbles with Charles Leclerc and in Silverstone, Leclerc got the better of him. But on the whole this year, this man has been stellar. 10 out of 10 from me today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because a 10 out of 10 is a perfect score, and some of you might think that's a little bit nice, but I think he has been that good. Thank you very much for watching. 2 more of these tomorrow, so keep your eye out on the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.